Hi class, so I'm going to go over the Pig Latin assignment right now. And what I have at the moment is just compiles and I can say Java main pig, but it doesn't do anything. This is a test. It doesn't break, but it doesn't work yet. So we've got three things to do. Four things to do. One is to print out our Pig Latin object with the toString. And so anytime an object has a toString function, and you try to print the object, instead of printing the reference, the memory pointer, it's going to print what you ask it to print as an object. Also, when we have our constructor, we have an overloaded constructor, which will either take a string or an array, and then we have to convert words. And to test the words, there's Pig Latin string and public string. So P Latin word, we could actually test that. So if we put that in our main as well, we could say system.out.println, and this is just for testing because this is going to be the first thing we want to do. And we could say args 0. So we're just going to print out, this is going to stay blank, but this is going to print out our Pig Latin word when we get this working. And this is the function we should work on first. So we've got an array of vowels, which we actually don't need. So I'm going to delete that out, get that out of there. Consonant clusters, and then we've got the functions we need to write. Now the consonant clusters are just going to be like, first we want to put in all of our alphabet. So B, C, D, E, F, G, minus the vowels. Just put in, and what's great about this is once we have it working, we can add other things that we want to add to this array. So D, E, F, G, H, skip I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, V, W, X. And I did find that Y feels better being in the, and the order does matter. If you want to have something that has another character like SH in it, or CH, those have to come first because C would catch a CH, and you want CH caught first. And so you can put your longer consonant vowels first, the ones that you want to catch, like SH should take precedence over S, because if you have shoot, it should be uche. So we have our consonant clusters, and again, we can expand, put more letters in there, be a little more thorough at the end. But now what we're going to do is we're going to just build our string. So we're getting a word. We don't know what the word is, but it may or may not start with a consonant cluster. So what we have to do is we have to say for int I equals 0, I is less than, and we're going to look at our consonant clusters array. Dot length I++. So we're going to loop through every consonant cluster. And then we're going to say if S dot, so we're looking at our string. So if S dot index of, and then we're going to say the consonant cluster that we're looking at. So consonant cluster I. And if that equals 0, then we know that our string is beginning with whatever consonant cluster we're on. That's actually what we're looking for. If it doesn't equal 0, then it doesn't begin with the consonant cluster that we're on. So then we take our return string, and we're going to say that's going to equal our S, but we want it to equal a couple characters in. Now, how many characters in? Well, that depends on how long our consonant cluster is. So we can say s dot substring. And if our consonant cluster is 1 character, we want to start at index 1. If it's 2 characters, we want to start at index 2. So it's just the length of the consonant clusters. So we're going to say consonant clusters dot length. And if we don't have a second argument, it goes to the rest of the string, which is perfect. Then we want to add our consonant cluster at the end. And we could do a substring for our string, but the beginning few characters are the same whether it's our beginning of our S or our consonant cluster, because we defined them, we found that they are the same. And then we add AY. Then we can return string, and that's it. That's converting a English word into Pig Latin. Now, I could have a typo or something in there that's wrong, so let's compile it, and I absolutely do. Okay. So in my main, I can't print that. I have to print like p dot because I can't reference a static variable. So, and in my Pig Latin, so the length here. This is a string length, so we need that's a method, not a variable. And then it compiles, and then we can test it, and it's going to convert this into histe. Now I can say, oh wait, but I wanted that th to go, so instead of that, I can say I can add my th here. And I don't care if you get all the consonant clusters that we use or not. So now we can compile it again, and it will be, oh, I did not catch it. TH. Did something wrong in there. Compile, run, histe. Consonant cluster is equal to 0. That should catch the th. What I'm going to just do real quick here is system.out.println I, just to see which are we catching, to see where the error is. 2 and oh, okay, I got what I'm doing wrong. Once we catch our word, we then can exit out. So what I was doing was I was saying, oh, it found th, but then it found t later. So we can say return string. We don't have to keep looping through our loop. And that should now give us our iste. And that's actually the hard part of this program. Now what we can do is we can say, okay, words, we're getting, that's our constructor. We're going to say saved words, we want to be the same size as our words. So we're going to say saved words, which is our global variable. And that actually should be a private variable. And this should also be private. There's no reason for anyone outside of this object to need direct access to those. Most of the time variables should be private, and then sometimes methods should be private, and sometimes they should be public. So now we're going to say saved words equals new string words dot length. And that's going to make a new array in saved words. It's going to reallocate the array to be long enough to handle all the words in our Pig Latin object. Then we are going to say for var I equals 0, I is less than words dot length. And one of the places that can get real confusing, when we're looking at an array of strings, are we looking at the string or the array? So if it's words without an index, then we're looking at the array. If it's words with an index, then we're looking at the string. And so that's what you need to just be looking for. So now, let me just bring this up a bit. We're going to go through, we're going to call our Pig Latin function on each word. And we're going to put that into our saved word in the same index. And that's all you need to do. When Pig Latin gets a string, we can say string words. I'm going to actually call this words array. Words combine. So I can say string words is equal to, I think it's words combine, I think it's split with a space. And I told you the function name in class. Then we can actually just do all of this code again. I would say write another function if we're reusing the same exact code, but this is so little code. It's just quick enough to do this. I'm going to see if this compiles. I'm not sure if split's the right word or not. And we've got, okay, so I'm going to Google how to split a sentence into an array Java, just to get the, oh, it is split, stir.split. What did I do wrong here? So I've got a couple of, oh, let's come back to here. Words combine is a string. And we're splitting that into, string array. So words is supposed to be an array of strings, not just a, and that was the whole error. So now it compiles. Now when we run it, we're not going to see anything yet except for iste, because our toString isn't built. And so the last thing we're going to do is we're going to build the toString. And toString can really just go through our saved words and add those to a return string. So we can say string return string equals nothing for I equals 0, I is less than saved words dot length I plus plus, because up here we saved all the words in our constructor into an array, and then we're going to say return string equal, let's say plus equals saved words I. There might be an automatic way to do that, but I'm just going to, and then we're going to return the return string. And that should be everything. Should go back and comment up the code. I'm not going to do that in video. Oops. Always speaking a little too fast. Get that var in there for I. Int I. And then we can test it. And okay, so it's doing something a little funny. I would like to actually put saved words plus a space in between each word. And then this is not handling punctuation. That's not a step that I asked for you to do in class, so I'm not going to do it here. I did give you the code that would, so it's etslay, earnlay, igpay, attenlay, and then iste, este. Where the is an a go? So something's a little bit wrong in here. Ooh, what's wrong? Okay, I'm printing a little too much, so let me go to main pig. I'm going to get rid of this. So it's hello. So we want to do just lowercase, no punctuation. So we're going to change that. Hello, let's learn Pig Latin. Hello, let's learn Pig Latin. But then this second one, this is a test. Oh, okay. Forgot something in here. So in our convert words, if we don't hit anything, we want to return S plus AY. So what I was doing there was if you started with a vowel, I was just returning a blank string. You actually want to return the string back with an AY. So that was a little mistake that I didn't test for. And then iste, is a, aa, este. Elohe, etzle, ernle, igpe, atenle. So I'll scroll through the code one more time. That's the main pig, which is now about the same as it started with. And then here's the Pig Latin code. I hope this video was a little helpful. I know these are tough challenges. Thank you, and I will see you in class.